Okay, hello everybody. We have two new big updates for KR and NA. So long story short, you guys have Broshaza hard mode, and then you have Hanamatan Guardian Raid. And the ancient quality gear, this is the stuff I kind of wanted to talk about. You guys are gonna get ancient gear, and based on some YouTube comments, based on some of the chat that's been talking about, is 5-6 is it seems pretty difficult for some people. Honestly, till this day, there are some Korean players who haven't cleared 5-6 still. So clearing 1-4 will essentially grow your character very slowly. And for upper relic gear to ancient gear, the gear's quality and all that stuff is kept. As in, if your quality is already 100, if you swap to ancient, you're gonna keep that quality, and you get to push that plus from 20 to 25. My feedback on this particular area is you don't need to push beyond 22. You can if you want, but what 22, everything is going to give you exact item level 1600, and that will give you access to a con hard on the first week. But if you are a solo player and progressing at a decent pace, you would leave your character at 1580, which is plus 19 on every single gear. That will give you access to a con normal, and finish a con normal, build some con gear, and then push 1600 very slowly. So you guys have that option. And next section is ancient accessories give you 6 to 3. So if you notice here, this particular necklace have awakening 6 and then max MP 3. And so for ancient accessory, my first ancient accessory was 3 months after, and until then I sold every single one of my ancient accessory to preferably, like, you guys would call it whalers, to get a lot of gold to push my other characters or hone my other characters to catch up into the game. Long story short, ancient accessory, you don't really need them. If you guys are wanting to do 5 3s in a 1, which is possible with ancient accessory, you don't need to switch all your accessories to ancient. You can probably switch 1 or 2, but the price that you need to get this up is not realistic. Quality of your relic accessory, high quality relic accessory is by far better than a low quality ancient accessory with 6-3 to get a 5 3s in a 1. Like, let's say high spec characters, combat stats do affect your damage, plus your rotation as well. Like, let's say you're a striker, or let's say you're like a Deathblade, or any other classes that have identity gauge related things. You need high spec in order for you to rotate properly. This is why ancient accessories that are with low quality is very, very, very cheap here. Like, low quality stuff, these are all like under 1,000 gold because no one buys them. We only buy the high quality ones, and even these are like 10k, like 20k, etc. Long time ago when Broshaza just came out, when Broshaza hard is the only source for ancient accessories, plus like Hanumatan drops it sometimes and the Chaos Ninja drops it sometimes, the supply was so low that this used to be like 500k. So this is like a thing where if you run more, bro hards, if you have more character at bro hard level, you can just run 1-2, try to gamble out some accessories, and then sell it off for some more gold opportunities. There's more gold opportunities for you guys to earn if you grind hard enough. So those are really nice too. And for bracelets, same thing. If you can upgrade your bracelets to relic to ancient, the combat stats is plus 20 on both sides, and for classes it goes up 1. So if you have a really good bracelet right now, you're in a good point. Just collect 100 of those ancient shards, and then you can upgrade it. You can upgrade it to your ancient bracelet, and you're done. And Sideral weapons. So Sideral weapons, this is stuff that you guys are really interested about. So long story short, Sideral weapons is a whale weapon. It costs way too much, and preferably the cost example would be like 20-30k, like USD range, if it's like in the top side. My opinion for this Sideral weapon is it does sound nice, but it's not a game breaker. Balfour over here is one of the best ones, where it gives you a shield, and if you have level 2 effect, you have push immunity effect for 12 seconds. So this is like Awakening 1 for Gunasser, but you have it as a side as long as you have the weapon. I don't know what the price is going to be, but this is something that you definitely don't FOMO for. So the Sideral energy is a really rare material that you need to get your Sideral weapons upgraded. Right now it's at 400k, but our gold value is much lower. So usually for longer, a long time ago when the gold inflation was a lot higher, this was like 1.2 million to 800k. So technically this is still the same price. Back then it was at like 4,000s, 3,000s. That was when this particular side rail price was 800k. So this is like a lottery thing that people can be excited about. We have Voldike giving Esther Soul. We have Kaingyo giving Esther Soul, Heart 3. And Clown does give you one as well. Bro gives you Esther Soul, and Akan gives you Esther Soul. So all this weekly content that I do every week, I still haven't got one yet. So that's like an example of a rarity. That's my opinion on Esther weapons. You don't have to FOMO too much about it. If you ever get an Esther Soul, you can just sell it off for a lot more gold. This is the stuff I wanted to talk about here too. I heard you guys got Gate 0 skip. Korea server, which is the main server, when you guys just got the closed beta version of it, right? We were stuck at bro hard mode only for a year and a half. For a year and a half, we were watching Bro Shaza Gate 0. Recently, this Bro Shaza Gate 0 update is a very, very recent patch. And till this day, we'll cover when I go over the Korean version. They're switching up and they're updating a lot more. And the fact that you guys are getting this right now means I am really appreciative that the both companies are doing a really good job to give you guys a better service to the game. Maybe, who knows, maybe we will see the next roadmap and see what happens, because we'll all be waiting for the same thing. I mean, that's when the game will really have a problem, because like we don't know what the new updates are going to be, etc., all these things. But you guys are running at a much faster pace, and my worry was the honing stuff, because it requires a lot of shards, requires a lot of silver, etc. And I was very surprised that you guys got the cost requirement decreased buff. Well, this technically is a nerf, right? Nerf to the honing, so that you guys hone much easier. This stuff is what we got last month, and this was after Akan. You guys got this before Akan. That means you guys are at least shaving off a year and a half worth of waiting content drop. This is something to be super excited about. This also means that when Akan comes out, there's a very high chance that the Hyper Express is going to be 1490. For those of you who are wondering, like, hey, should I just start this game now? Is next Hyper Express or the Hyper Express after, when a new class comes out? Never a bad time to start when Hyper Express comes out. You will never be behind, because when people are much stronger, they will still need to do like lower level Legion raids. Till this day in Korea, you know, we got Valton still going on and all these things. We still have new players coming in, which is very interesting for an MMO. Like MMO, there's always having a problem where new players don't come in. But I know you guys are worried about certain things like, hey, can I start now? Can I start now? Like, I'm kind of interested in the game. Anyone can start, and then they can have their own pacing. And as times go, the game will definitely help you to catch up. Generally, for someone like me who have played the game for a long time, and then looking at this, I am kind of jealous that you guys are progressing so fast, because we were having a very rough time on the content drop on the month and a half, where this increased stuff made me spend a lot of gold, a lot of my resources to get the characters up. Yeah, so that NA. So long story short, for NA, this is when the game gets really interesting. Today's update. So today is a really good day, and hope you guys are excited about the patch, and this is a really big stepping stone. Now, going to Korea. The reason why I'm going over Korea after is because it kind of links up, which is very interesting. I'm gonna go over this super short. These are the new NPCs that we can do the report to. Not gonna go over it too much. And then we have a new field boss for the new area. So this Bifrost is, if I can switch these over, the orders. They finally changed it. And Square Hole, right? The teleporters is going to be roster wide. So this means if your main character has unlocked all the square teleporters, all your characters can use that. The Ebony cube, we're updating a little bit. So I realized that you guys are getting some of the new cubes as well here. You got the new cube, the hell mode cube version. I mean, the hard mode cube. So I'm assuming you guys will get the hell mode, the boss rush, and then you guys gonna get Ebony cube. That's my assumption. But we have Ebony cube where this is a combination of both boss rush and a cube version for it. So yeah, just do it casually. So you guys call it triports. Yes, triports. And now we have this thing called a camera spin. I actually never used it before. Oh, you can finally spin your camera while you're doing the stronghold placement thing. Hey, that's pretty cool. So these are buttons to select your options. So you can just press your G key and then your buttons on the number pad. It shows you what you're required. This is all for the new players, where let's say you're missing to go to Agacia, you know exactly what's missing. This is an important thing that links up to here. Remember you guys got the gate 0 skip? We got gate 5 skip this week. And the gate 2 skip for the Akan. The director's mindset was he really wanted to show for example in Loa on the story director like related, that director was saying, you know, oh, we tried really hard making the cutscene, etc. Really appreciate you guys watch it. And then he didn't want it to give the shift G, correct? I think he's switching his mind and adjusting to a point that he will give us as much skips as possible. Because at the above here, it also says you can skip new quests too. Remember when we have said that you can't shift G when you see it for the first time? Now you can use shift G whenever you want. And then you guys said you guys got this as well. This means we are connected here. So this is why I wanted to like praise a little bit that Smilegate and AGS is working really well. You guys have technically catched up on the QOL, and the next up in the line is the gate 5 skip and like gate 2 skip. And I'm pretty sure, who knows, you guys might get this gate 5 skip really quickly. I'm estimating maybe like in 2 weeks, you know, but you guys have been getting big patches every 2 weeks, right? Korea, we also get big patches, like some form of patches every 2 weeks. This week it's like QO related. Next week maybe it might be nothing, and the week after it's gonna be something bigger too. And we might see a roadmap coming soon, maybe this week or the week after, because Korea's roadmap is technically finished. So when that happens, we're gonna be excited to see what's coming up next as well. Going over, we have a new event. So this is a fun topic that we're gonna talk about. We're probably gonna make another video about it soon. So the 5th year anniversary has started. So I talked about this last week, correct? Now we have some people who have submitted. So the link is going to be in the YouTube description. I link it to my chat right now. Good question. So this event lasts a very long time. It lasts till 26. It lasts until the week after, until 26 to vote, and then the voting thing happens, and then we vote again. Oh, the voting period is May 10th. But yeah, again, we have a lot of time. So one day, when some of these submissions are stacked up, we can probably spend the day and look at some of them, and then see how you guys feel about it. Yeah, there's not that many submissions just yet, but oh, there's another Ninavi pet. Maybe Ninavi pet's gonna be the winner this year. It seems like it. It seems like it. But yes, this is the thing. Again, I will probably go over it with you guys one day and then just make a short video like which ones are really cool, and then we'll go over one by one. See anything that's good. Yeah, so that was it. So lastly, that was the event happening. We'll go over it again. And that concludes the news that we have for Korea and NA. Long story short, guys, it's a good day, and people are catching up really fast. So the game is looking really exciting. For those of you who have quit already a long time ago, it's a good time to come back with the Hyper Express, right? And for those of you who are worried about like not able to catch up, there are many numerous things that's coming out soon to help you guys catch up in the future, and the content itself is going to be updated at a very fair pace. After I've been looking at the pacing of how you guys been updating. So, with that being said, boys, that concludes the Wednesday update series. Every Wednesday, I'm gonna spend time to talk to you guys about how the game's pacing, right? Based on the patches. Some weekdays, there are no patches, so we're gonna go over, some of what the community thinks and some of the hot topics that you guys are thinking about. So it's like a news desk time. So this video is going to be uploaded right after when I finish, because my editor is gonna edit it right away. Until then, we'll see you guys next week. See you guys. Bye bye.